Today we're doing a video on a very, very cool new feature that's available in our core HL7 TCP IP listener and will be rolled out across our entire core HL7 product line. Our scenario today is we want to create private services. We have our core listeners running across the 4 main services, but we want to take some of them and isolate them so that they run in a service all by themselves. Why? Well, like I said, maybe they're new clients, maybe they're important clients, maybe they're having issues, and I want to be able to monitor them or start and stop them all by themselves without affecting all of my other clients that I'm receiving messages for. This is all going to take about 1 minute. Let's get started. As you can see, I have my core HL7 TCP IP listener installed and running. I've got 10 listener profiles enabled. If you don't have the core listener, you can visit our website anytime, download it, and play with it. To do a quick review, when you're looking at the core listener, what you see in this list is your profiles. The number will indicate which service instance the profile runs in. Then you see the port number that particular listener is listening on, and then the name of the profile. Now what I want to do today is I want to create some private services. So to do that, I need to edit some of these profiles, and for that I'll have to stop the services. But here's a quick trick for those of you that don't know. You don't have to stop all of the services. I want to edit Auckland Women's Health and Cooper's Beach Clinic and Kaitaia Hospital. To do that, all I have to do is stop service instance 1. 2, 3, and 4 can keep running. All I have to do, I can hit this button to open the Windows services, scroll down to my core listeners, and just stop instance number 1. And that is now done. Now I can edit them. This is so incredibly easy. When you're editing the profile, all you have to do is check the box in service assignment that says private service and click OK. I'm going to do that for the others. Private service, OK. And Kaitaia Hospital, private service, OK. Now the first thing you'll notice when you come back to your main window is you have a new menu called Private Services. And the toolbar for this menu kind of mirrors the toolbar over here with the same icons. It's got little warnings on it, and the reason is because it's not installed. But we can just click this install button, just like over here, and install them. And now they're installed, and now I can start them. I can restart all of my other services, and now I'm done. I've got 3 private services. They are running and receiving messages. If I were to pull up something like our core listener to test them, this will send to port 6600, which is there. I can test the connection. That listener is running, and I could even now start and send test messages to it. And it's done. That listener is up and it's running. If I wanted to stop one of these services, I can click the stop button to stop all of my private services, or I can right click on any one and say I just want to stop, say, this service. And now that one is not running, but the other 2 are. And you'll see that my start button is enabled now because I have a service which can be started but is not. To restart it, I just click that button. It will start all of the private services that are installed and need to be started. And that is it. That's how you create a private service. I've installed my services and they're running, but what does it look like in the Windows Services snap-in? Let's take a look. I click this button to open the Windows services, scroll down to the core HL7 services. There are my 3 or 4 primary services running, but I have some new ones. You can see there it is. Core listener, Auckland Women's Health, Cooper's Beach Clinic, and Kaitaia Hospital. And if I scroll to the right, they are all running. Now if I return to the main window, now I've been running these in a private service for a while, but what if I want to take one out and put it back in so that it runs in one of the 4 primary services? Again, this is easy. Let's say I'm going to use Cooper's Beach as the example. I will stop this service. I can right click again and say I want to remove this service. That will uninstall it. It gives me a little warning now because it's still set up as a private service, but it's not installed. All that I have to do now is go and edit Cooper's Beach Clinic and put it back in, let's say, Service 1. Click OK. Now, since I made this change, it's still not running, so I need to stop my services. Actually, all I need to do is stop Service 1. But I can stop that, start that, and now Cooper's Beach Clinic is back running in Service Instance 1, and the private service has been removed. That is how easy it is. It only takes a couple of minutes, and you set up a private service, and you've completely isolated your customers.